Most days, I get out of the house not loving what I'm wearing 100%. I have a Pinterest board filled with cute outfits. I have a wardrobe filled with clothes that I've picked that I love, so it just doesn't make sense. I've put my investigator goggles on, and we're gonna be figuring out the 12 reasons why this is happening, plus how to fix it. I'm too hot with this jacket on. Ugh. This topic goes back to how we organize our closets, how we perceive that guys and girls see us, the male gaze, the fast trend cycles, our shopping habits, our own perception of our image, our insecurities. I hate videos that are fluffy and don't give you like actionable things and solutions, but I feel like this topic is very conversational and all the things kind of intertwine in each other. So I'm gonna be showing you the 12 reasons, and then at the end, you can grab a little list with prompts that you can use while you're getting ready to make it easier and help you figure out outfits that you love. But throughout the video, I'm going to be a little bit more chatty because I'm also curious to see your opinions. We're going to start out simple with a reason that I think is pretty easy to fix, or at least to get that mindset in your heads, which is you are too matchy. What I find is that if my grandma would love my outfit, probably something needs to be added. Let's play a game called Find the Plot Twist Sprinkle. I'm having so much fun. So in my opinion, when you look here, you see a vest, which is a pretty formal, conservative piece of clothing. You have a shirt with a collar, also very classy. Then you have, some regular pants, nothing too crazy about the pants. And then you look down and you're like, ooh, there's pointy flats with like tassels, and the metal thing makes it kind of like hard rockish style. But if you saw that outfit without shoes, you probably wouldn't think of putting those shoes there. Then here, can you guess what piece is the plot twist sprinkle? In my opinion, it is a top, because she's wearing girly flats, girly skirt, girly hairstyle, regular girly purse, but then she has a sporty masculine black jacket on. Here, the unexpected is just a top on top of a shirt. If you think about this outfit without that top, it would be a completely normal, will look good on everyone outfit, and then throwing that in just adds more shape. It makes her torso be more accentuated. Here, the outfit is pretty quote-unquote normal, but if we look at the shape of the pants, we'll see that they're very baggy, not in your typical like trendy baggy way, but in a I'm wearing my dad's pants way. And it's such a stylish add-on. A lot of times we think about spicing up our outfits with accessories instead of, when we're buying our staples, trying to buy distinguished versions of those staples. I feel like when I'm building an outfit, it kind of has to look like if I was cooking something, and then when the dish is finished and it's plated, I kind of close my eyes, go to my drawer full of spices, take one that I don't know what it is, and then I sprinkle a little bit on top of the dish. And it would probably be a very random spice that would not be appropriate for that meal. So this metaphor wouldn't work with food, but it will work with outfits. You just have to put in a little plot twist sprinkle. So this video is about making yourselves feel better, right? I don't do a lot of sponsors. I am very picky, so don't skip this, because Ritual is making me feel better, and they're the sponsor of this video. I'd actually never taken vitamins or supplements before, so when they reached out, I did some research. Again, my investigator goggles were on. Their capsules are vegan and gluten-free, by the way. So first I realized that all their ingredients are 100% traceable. So you can see where the ingredients come from, the suppliers, and the final place of manufacturing. Plus, they explain with simple words that everyone gonna understand, which is rare, why each ingredient is in there, why it's good for us, even why they didn't include certain ingredients. And second, I found that their Essential for Women 18 Plus supplement has a certification that only 1% of multivitamins actually have earned. So I picked that one. It's a clinically backed, clean, high-quality multivitamin for women 18 to 49. If you're older than that, they also have an option for you that helps you fill key nutrient gaps in your diet. The second one I picked is the Stress Relief, and I was curious because I once did a cortisol test. Cortisol is something that your body releases when it's stressed, and the results were that I had very high cortisol, and this targets cortisol. It's a once-a-day supplement designed to help reduce stress, promote a positive mood, and support the body's normal cortisol response, with its first-of-its-kind BioSeries technology to provide instant and extended up to 8-hour relief. Instead of $54, Stress Relief is now at $32.40, and instead of $33, the multivitamin for women 18 plus is now $19.80. They're having one of their biggest sales of the year. So you can get the link in my description box for 40% off your order during this Mother's Day sale, which is a limited time only. They offer 30-day money-back guarantee, free shipping for subscriptions, no synthetic colorants, everything is non-GMO. And bonus, when I got the package in the mail, I realized that it was so minimalist, like there was no extra unnecessary wrapping and plastic, so I did some research. And according to it, their bottles are made from 100% post-consumer recycled plastic, plus the paper used to make their mailers is 100% garbage repurposed newsprint and plant fibers. Boom. more points to Ritual. Now, jokes aside, if you guys are looking for supplements, I do think Ritual is the brand you should trust. So check out this huge sale. Ritual, thank you so much for partnering up with my channel. And now, let's get back to the video. Now, the next one, Laura and my team came up with it, and I don't want to offend anyone because I live in a small town and I grew up in a town that was even smaller than that, but I think you're gonna get what I'm saying, so just give me a chance to explain. You're dressing for the internet in your small town. First of all, I just want to say that's especially for the people who grew up not in big cities. Yes, when I'm in New York, I feel like I can go all out and dress however the freak I want and be super experimental, but at the end of the day, when I go back to my family's house for dinner, I feel kind of shy if I'm wearing something a bit crazy. So I think it's not really a matter of being in a big city as much as it's a matter of being in a new place, and your new place can be a small town. But I made a little graph, and my idea with this point is that there are a lot of outfits that we like pictures of, but maybe we don't realize what we love about the picture is also the face of the girl. She's super pretty. Her haircut, the environment which she's in, because maybe the photo was taken in a super cute coffee shop, the lighting, the angle, but then if we were to put the outfits on ourselves, because of a million factors, we wouldn't like it. And what happens to me is sometimes I'll see something online and I think it's cool, so I instantly want to try it. When I maybe should be focusing a little bit more on like what feels good, what brings me joy. When I don't know what to wear, I'm going on Pinterest and I'm going to try to recreate an outfit that I see on there that I think is cool. But that kind of ruins my creativity, and it also just doesn't make the outfit feel like it's mine. And that's why I said this was a conversational video, because some of the points here are not gonna have like a straight answer, but you are the only person that has the taste that you have. A lot of people have similar tastes, that's why aesthetics are a thing, but only you can like all the same things that you like at the same time. And I think when we're into fashion, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to want to look different, to want to look cool, you know, to want to go all out every day. And that pressure kind of draws us from what makes us us. Laura and Matilda on my team were basically talking to me about this inner child style taste theory where you knew what you loved and what you were drawn towards as a child, but then because of like your parents or your peers, you were influenced to start liking other things. And I'm not sure that is 100% correct, but I do think kind of trying to reconnect with our little self and asking like, what would the coolest version of myself, if like I snap my fingers and the coolest version of myself in a multi-universe would appear right in front of me, would she love this outfit? And we know the answers in our heads. And also, if you love an outfit, it's okay to outfit repeat. It's okay for you to wear the same pair of pants the 7 days of the week. And all this pressure that we put on ourselves when we're getting ready and we want to just look cute kind of draws us apart from the whole simplicity and going back to the basics thing. There are such cute outfits that do not have a million things on it. And I was very much into like the maximalist thing of accessorizing as much as possible and layering with things that look weird. And I love that. But sometimes that is not what I'm craving, and I feel like I might force myself to always be out there, when in reality, like, look at these outfits, they're so cute, and they're not doing like a billion things at the same time. Focusing on silhouettes more than accessories, on shapes, on colors, more than a million layers might be what you're craving some days. Which gets us into the next one, which I love talking about this. It probably is pointless, but at the same time, it's funny. I love that our generation is all about getting outside of our comfort zones. I have done amazing things that have changed my life because I put myself out of my comfort zone. But we don't need to be doing that all the time. And I feel like when we love fashion, we try to always be trying the new trend and the new thing. And then we don't give ourselves enough days in the week to just do what we know we love. If there would be a ratio, if I want to be like mathematical about this, I would say maybe like 30% of the times you should be testing out things. But the other 70%, you just need to be sticking to what you know you love and not frying your brain about it. Because again, where you're exposed to so many outfits online, it's so easy to fall into the experimentation rabbit hole. Loving to see something on someone does not equal that you love seeing it on you. And that's fine. You don't need to be doing everything. For example, I love jorts, and I just came to the conclusion after 3 summers of purchasing a pair of jorts every summer that I don't like jorts that go above my knee because they make me look less elegant. Oh my god, this is exactly what I was doing. I just realized. I would go into the thrift shop, see the jorts, see that those were the jorts I was seeing other people wear, try them on. I wouldn't love seeing them on me, but I wanted to hop on that trend and I thought it was cool, so I would buy them instead of just trying to ask myself, why am I not loving to see myself in these, waiting more time, and then figuring it out, and then buying ones that I loved. And now I just realized that I do love jorts, but if they're under my knee. And now I have a pair and I wear it every single day. Am I crazy or do other people do this? I was prioritizing looking cool and trying out something out of my comfort zone instead of just realizing I didn't like seeing myself on them and they didn't feel flattering. And flattering doesn't just mean that like it's tight or that it holds your body super well. It just means that you feel good. Again, it goes back to feeling good. Your closet not being optimized is probably the most annoying. I'm gonna skip this segment of the video part, but it makes such a difference, and I'm currently in the process of fixing my closet because I realized that there were a lot of things that were little annoyances that I didn't think were worth fixing and spending money to fix. But in the day-to-day, they're annoying enough that they're making me not go and build the best outfit that I can. This is so superficial. I don't have built-in closets at my house, so I have all of my clothes in the guest bedroom. All my accessories like hats, belts, sunglasses, necklaces, all of those are stored in my living room in like boxes. But the thing is, when I'm getting ready, the fact that I need to like open the boxes and like scrunch between all the things to find a thing that I want because I can't see them all at once. They're kind of hidden and it's annoying. I a lot of times don't go to the accessories because I'm just lazy to like put all the boxes back together. So what I'm gonna get another unit of this open IKEA wardrobe, which is gonna give me more space for hanging clothes, and then the shelves where I had folded clothes, I'm gonna lay all my accessories so that I can look at them without doing anything. See all that I have, all my little necklaces, all my little sunglasses, all my hats. I'm gonna buy some hooks so that I can have a hook for each purse and I can see all my purses, and it's gonna make me so much happy, and I'm gonna have everything in one place. Something I also have in my closet that I've had for a long time is having it color coordinated. It makes it a lot easier for my brain to find things. So go to your closet and figure out what annoyances are there and try to fix them. And there's such cute ways to show your accessories and to organize it. You don't have to go in and buy things. Here's a couple inspirational photos. This person hanged their jewelry on a chess tray. If you have to have things folded, try to have them folded in like open spaced cabinets so that you can look at the things that are folded, because if it's in a drawer, you just see the top folded piece, you don't see the ones that are underneath, so you're gonna forget about things you own. Or if you have a lot of drawers, what you can do is instead of folding them like vertically, you'll roll them so you can see all your pants. I'm gonna go through the next reason super quickly, but it might be that you are picking out your outfits at the wrong time. Some people wake up very cranky. Some people like to literally only wake up 15 minutes before they need to leave, and so obviously they don't have a lot of time to pick their clothes. Some people need an hour to fully wake up, but maybe by that, when the hour passes, you're already out of the house going to your office or whatever. So if that is your case, just start picking out your outfits in the morning. Something that Lotta from my team says she does is she'll pick her outfit, but leave either accessories or shoes or coats. And so that way she can pick that item in the morning and she can feel like that item was, you know, inspired by her mood or her taste that day, but the base of the outfit she chooses the day before. Next thing is something that goes very intertwined with my video on personal style, which if you discover my channel through there, hi. Thinking that you need to choose between being comfortable and being stylish is a lie. I work from home. Most of the days do not, especially in winter, I do not have the motivation, which is so ironic because I run a fashion YouTube channel. I don't want to get dressed. I don't want to get out of my comfy, soft, warm pajama to go put on an outfit that I'm not even going to get out of the house with. I don't allow myself to buy a lot of clothes per month. I've talked about this on my shopping video. I try to only get like 2 to 3 items of clothing per month thrifted. And what I was doing was I would buy these like extravagant pieces that were so cool. But some of them this is embarrassing, but I still haven't worn them because in my day-to-day, that's not what I'm gravitating towards. So now I'm trying to buy pants that are softer so that I actually want to get ready, because all my clothes were like, they weren't uncomfortable in the sense that like it's a high heel or it's super tight, but the materials weren't materials that I wanted to feel in my skin throughout the day if I'm just gonna be home. And it's so frustrating because like I have a bunch of going out outfits, but then I don't have a bunch of outfits that I want to wear in the 80% of my lifetime. Investing in baggier tops and fuzzy sweaters, linen pants. Hear me out, because I feel like I don't say a lot of things that could get me canceled. I'm not even like famous enough to get canceled, but I feel like this might go in the wrong direction, so just let me finish my sentence. Another reason why you might be hating your outfits is you are dressing for the male gaze or for the girl gaze. I'm gonna be generalizing, okay? So in general, I feel like when we're dressing for girls, we're dressing to look cool and cute. And when we're dressing for guys, and this is my experience as like a heterosexual person, I feel like then when we're dressing for men, we're dressing to want to look flattering, elegant, classy. Now, if we get the diagram again, which I'm loving the diagrams in this video, as you can tell, in the part where we want to look different and cool and weird, we might be wanting to do that too much to the point that then we don't like what we're wearing with the whole comfort zone thing or whatever. And then in here, we're kind of losing our sense of taste and just dressing for an idea of a person that we have. And I think the sweet spot is where it's at, because we don't want to be dressing so weird that we no longer feel good about ourselves. And we don't want to be dressing so elegant that there's no personal taste and style in there. You don't have to compromise either, you can do both. And in order to do both, we need to go onto our closets and when we're shopping and think about what screams you. For example, I'm always wearing these two rings, these two right here. This one my mom gave me when I was 18 and I moved to New York for a couple months, and it was basically like, you know, I'm always gonna be with you, and it's basically a knot, like the ring itself has a knot. And then this one belonged to a very special person. And the other day I was looking at jewelry brands and I realized that I love the chunky ring look. I basically on this and I only have like one ring that I can use because I always use these, and I started to think, okay, in order to achieve this look that I like so much, I need to stop wearing these two rings so that I have more fingers to put cool rings on. And then I was like, but these rings are the rings that scream Maya the most. These rings have brought up conversations. These rings are special to me. I don't have to like take these rings off just because I want this like bulky aesthetic. Moving on. Next thing is you have a haircut that is not you enough. Your hair literally frames your face. And if you have a great outfit, but you're not loving your face that day, which happens, you're not gonna feel good. This happens to me literally every time, and it's literally as annoying as when you're starting to get cranky and you forget that it's because your period is coming, so you're like, why am I so annoying? And then your period comes and you're like, oh, that is why. The same happens to me with my hair, where I'm like, I stop liking my outfits, I start to wear my hair up, and then like a month goes by and I'm like, oh, I actually just have outgrown my haircut too much and I need to go back and fix it so that I like to see everything. So here's some haircut inspirations for long hair, mid-sized length hair, and short hair. And I'm actually gonna do one of these very soon, so you can guess which one it is. Next up has to do with shopping habits, and it is that you're buying things that you love individually, but that you don't necessarily love paired with the things you own. Again, it just goes back to the trend cycles of us thinking we need to hop on every single trend. This happens to me when I go to like an accessories, when I see like a ring shop online, and all the rings look so cute, and the like Instagram photos of the shop, and then when I go into the shop, and I start looking at the rings, I don't specifically love any of the rings. A good trick is also like when you're buying something, imagine that it isn't from that store and that it's from a store that you don't like, and then asking yourself if you would still buy it. Next reason is you're using makeup to cover up the things you don't like instead of using makeup to complement the look and have fun. When we start to enter puberty, we start to use makeup to fix our insecurities. You know, if we have dark circles, we cover our pimples, and then we forget that makeup is literally like an artistic thing that we can have so much fun with. Like, look at all these things. I don't necessarily think this will make you love your outfit if you don't like it, but it might make you love an outfit that you already like. And then the last thing is just a little rant, which is you're too attached with your own image of yourself. I believe that a lot of times when we see something on someone else and then we don't like seeing it on us, it's just because we're so used to looking at ourselves in a certain way that then when we look different, we instantly don't like it. Like, I see everyone doing their eyebrows with like the lamination where they pull the hairs, and the first times that I did that, it just looked so ugly and stupid because I wasn't used to it. But if the person that I'm seeing on Pinterest with those brows had normal brows, it would look as drastic as in me. So sometimes, I'm literally contradicting myself, but sometimes we need to kind of look at ourselves as not ourselves in order to evaluate if we like something. So with that said, here is a list of things you can think of when we're getting dressed to make you stop hating your outfits. Follow me on my second channel where I approach all things serious topics, existential crisis, relationships, finances, self-care. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more short bits of outfit inspiration, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!